No cap, 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 cap. Like this, though, this, though, this.
But talk to me about encouragement versus discouragement. Tell me about that. What you had there?
Was that the first one? No, I thought I sent you another one. There was something else before that
see
I
it.
sent you.
I can't see it on this phone.
Hold on, I got it. Let me pull that up. Let's go to that one first. Because all these came from one of the viewers. So
all right.
I want to make sure Audacity. That was it. People's Audacity.
Audacity.
The audacity of individuals. So basically, I was having a conversation, and they was like, "Man, I need you to talk about audacity, like the audacity of," they be like, "Man, the audacity of this individual." You know what I mean? And what that means, and elaborate on how like people had the audacity to do certain things, and even think or act a certain way, especially when it pertains to you. Usually that's why you would say the audacity is individual to think that I would, or to, feel like I even care, or they have any, right to anything that's going on with me or in my life. And then in the midst of this conversation too, there was like, because most of the time it'd be people in the hood who got the audacity to think stuff. And I said, well, actually, no. People in general be having stuff messed up and have the audacity to have stuff messed up. It just depends on how many people you are, different types of people you're around, what type of circles you are in. You know what I mean? If you only see people from the hood, then yeah, you might say that. But if you only see people from the suburbs, then you would say they got the audacity. But if you see everything in between, you'll see that it's just people. And it's just little changes in circumstances that changes the audacity of the individual. Like, for instance, somebody from the hood might have the audacity to be unappreciative of something, right? Like people will be like, man, I did this for them, I did this. And this fool had the audacity to be like, well, I still need this. Or you ask them, hey, you help them get a car, and you be like, hey, can you do me a favor? You never asked for them, but you need them one day. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you pick up little Johnny for me and drop him off at the house? And you help them get their car. You paid for them. You gave them the car. And they got the audacity to tell you, I'm gonna need some gas money. You know what I mean? That'd be something like somebody from the hood, like unappreciative, right? That'd be a form of somebody being audacious, or if that's the correct word. But I wanted to also shed light on people in the suburbs got they damn nerves too, because they feel like they be having it messed up because some people got the audacity over not having money. And some people have the audacity of having money. They had the audacity to feel like because they spend money and how they spend money, that gives them the right to tell you how to do and what to do and when to do, and basically come across as disrespectful because you should do this because of the money. Forget what your moral code is, your character. And this is the point too, that whether you come from the hood or whether you come from the suburbs or anywhere in between or moved in between, it's the character of the individuals that's in question. And most people don't have that quality character or standards or morals. They're driven, and their audacity is usually, and these things are usually driven mostly by money. Some people have it, some people want it, but either way, they're how they carry themselves and interact with people is driven by money. But there are some people who have a moral code and a standard, and whether they have money or they're working towards getting it, their standards don't change because of that, right? So a lot of times people say, oh, it's because they from here or they from there. It's just people in general be having stuff twisted and fucked up. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. But I wanted to get your take on the audacity of people, and if you have any scenarios or anything where you would share a story when somebody had the audacity to.
I mean, there's plenty of stories for people with rude or disrespectful behavior after you've done something to help a person, period. Let me see.
How do you
That's
deal
really
with a person once they've shown that audacity? If you got a story, go ahead and give it to them, and then that's
no.
the second part. How would you deal with it?
How would
Or
you
do
deal
you
with
deal with it?
somebody? You got to deal with it because you got to. Well, you got several ways to deal with it, right? And I always like to say that because everybody not gonna handle situations the same, and sometimes, matter of fact, perfect. I'm glad you said it. Um, one of the guys I know who drive the trucks, he switched out from driving his truck. Now he drives the tow truck.
Mm.
And just the other day he called me and he says a guy that one guy put him on, right, and showed him how to start towing cars. Gave him a play. I don't want to go too much into his business. Well, I'm gonna fast forward. He just met up with another guy. The guy says, "Hey man, I'm gonna split this car with you. Let's go pick up
Okay.
this car, and we're going to go take this car, and we're going to get the car crushed. And when we do this, we're going to split the money."
Okay.
Right. So they went and got the car.
Yeah.
And they went and got together. They went and got the car, and they got the car crushed.
Okay.
And now again, they split the money. So what happens is the car wasn't supposed to be repoed at this time, and or however, right? It wasn't supposed to be picked up. And when they went to go pick it up, the sheriff, the detective, called my buddy and he said, "Hey, can you step out your truck for me?" He called him on the phone. "Can you step out your truck and go to the back of your license plate?" And he started reading off the letters of his license plate. He started reading off his license plate to me. He said, "Is that your truck?" He said, "Yeah, that's my truck." He said, "Yeah, where that car at that y'all went and got?" My buddy, like, "I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about." Right. And he like, "Yeah, well, your license plate was right there, right here. So we need to know what you did with this car." So they done went through this back and forth. So when he get off the phone with the detective, he calls Buddy. "Hey man, what you just done got me into?" Because Buddy didn't told him that this is my car. We just want to pick it up. We're gonna split the money. He calls and asks Buddy, "Hey man, what you done got me into?" Buddy hangs up on him.
Whoa.
Buddy hangs up on him. Don't when he start calling back and texting, Buddy don't even pick up the phone. Probably block the dude's phone and everything. Now
Whoa.
my folks, the detective calling my folks like, "Yeah, you need to come turn yourself in."
Whoa.
Right. Now my partner then put up his house for two different trucks. Did put a lot of money into fixing each other. My partner then did a lot
Yeah.
to keep his business going. He sacrificed a lot.
Yeah.
And this raggedy ass person, right? This is where we're gonna go with it.
What's his
Has
baby
the
mama or
audacity,
something?
right? Has the audacity, right? Here we go, to hang up the phone in his face and put this man's livelihood at stake
And
over a
freedom.
measly
And freedom.
over a measly couple $100s. This man just put his livelihood on the line because you had the nerves,
The audacity.
the
The
audacity,
audacity.
right, to do something this bold, right? That was a bold move. That's what that, right? You did something hella bold and disrespectful.
So
I can't believe you tried it. Go ahead.
so the car wasn't supposed to get repo? Who car was it?
No. So it was, I don't know who car it was, but a lot of times what they do is they buy junk cars, right? So when they buy these junk cars, they take them. They might say, "Hey, we'll buy your car for $200," and then they'll come buy this car from you for $200, and they'll take it and go get the car crushed, or maybe $500 or $600.
Okay.
So they're making a profit.
Mm-hmm.
So the car can belong to nobody, because after a certain amount of time, if you don't claim the car, or if your car been, you ever see them cars on the freeway with the
Yeah, yeah,
orange
with the
stickers on
sticker
them?
on it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. So if that car's sitting there for 90 days, the car's been vacated. Now you can go get it, move it, do whatever you want to, because nobody's coming to get it. So now
Yeah.
it's a junk car, right? So this is what happened. And Buddy did this and finessed my folks for a couple $100. And now this man can face, like you say, livelihood, loss of business, a
So it was a car on the
fine.
side of the freeway. I'm just trying to figure out, the car was on the side of the freeway.
I don't know where they picked the car up from. I wasn't in the truck with them,
But
but
long story short,
it's a
it
junk
wasn't
car.
supposed to happen. He
Right,
just took any car just to go get some money, and it was a
right.
car that wasn't supposed to get crushed.
He pretty much lied to my folks and told them that he already paid for it and that it was good to go.
And they just, so basically he had him just go get a random car, go crush it and get some
Right.
money.
I think what dude did was probably had him go pick up a car from one of these folks he knew that, oh, they ain't gonna say nothing, and did a little finessing of his own, and he didn't really care how he played my partner. And so the way
You gotta
you
be careful who you do business with. That's for
what you
sure.
said to me, you say, how would you handle it? And
Yeah.
my partner, I told my partner, I said, my partner said, well, when he was talking, I said, I ain't gonna lie, I would have told on him. My partner said, are you snitching? I said, no, I ain't snitching. I said, snitching if I throw the rock and hide my hand. Nigga, you just hung up on me. I'm gonna tell. Hey, are you hung up on me? His name is Peter Skorowski.
Oh,
Yeah.
because he used his truck. So the only person that could be on is him. And he ain't went out to go do no crime or do nothing. He thinking he doing legitimate business. Now you trying to, now bro trying to have him go to jail behind him? Bro, no,
Mm-hmm.
that's, no. That's not snitching, cuz. That's not, hell no, I ain't snitching. If a motherfucker do something, but if a motherfucker do something to put somebody else in jail, he not supposed to go to jail for him to say he not snitching. Hell no. Dude did some shit that can land him in jail, and he wasn't, that wasn't what he didn't take that risk on his own. You crazy as fuck.
That's like somebody coming into your facility and just went to Planet Fitness and stole their shit and came and dropped it off in your business. And then when the people say, hey, where this equipment at? Dude told you he bought it from the vendor.
Yeah.
But they got Planet Fitness numbers written all over it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same equivalent,
No,
but
no,
you
no,
get
no,
what I'm
no,
saying.
no, no. It is no. It's basically that's mainly that cuz did that. But yeah, the audacity of some individual.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
how I would have handled it? Nah, I
Over
ain't gonna
money,
say.
yo. I told you, money
Yeah.
drives audacity.
Yeah. And
Whether
now
you trying to get it or you got it.
the way I told my partner like this, and I know I said I would have told, but I ain't gonna lie. If you put my business in jeopardy, my livelihood, bro, I don't know you like that, bro. It is what it is. I worked hard for mine, so I'm gonna tell on you. I'm not gonna snitch. I ain't gonna go and be like, I ain't say nothing. No, nigga, I'm gonna tell that I told. Hey, he did it. That's him. Go holler at him. Now, call me what you want. Don't care.
Yeah, I'll tell you this too, that how you handle any situation that a person has the audacity to put your livelihood or anything or any type of disrespect. That was disrespectful, by the way. And usually when
Very.
somebody, and usually in those situations where you would say, oh, they had the audacity, it's usually some type of level of disrespect, no matter how it came about. I would say that those are individuals that you probably need fewer or absolutely none, no type of relationship with whatsoever. If you find yourself in a predicament where you're saying, this person got the audacity. Now, this could be a significant other, so that might be a little bit different. And in that situation, you have to make sure you address and don't let things manifest. Because if you overlook small problems, eventually they grow to large problems until you have to, they become so big, you have to do something about it. You don't have no choice. So I would say you must address any level of disrespect, no matter how it comes. And don't never let nobody have you messed up. And just whether it's somebody you are really close to, you are an acquaintance with, or somebody you barely even know, you have to always address those things and address them directly and let it be known. And sometimes you got to most times you got to completely remove yourself from individuals who are consistently disrespectful and have the audacity to think that it's okay, because they really got you fucked up.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you too, cause you know, the other response was, I told him, bruh, we gotta go see him. I gotta see you, bruh. I'm gonna have to see you because you just disrespected me.
Yeah.
You just tried to do you pretty much just threatened everything that I worked for. So when I see you, you know we gonna run it. And I know it ain't the right thing to do.
No, sometimes you gotta do, hey, shit, that's
we gonna run it.
You gotta do, grown men out here. But I will tell you something that I learned back in the day. People who have money, you know, like they had that song "Ran Off on the Plug" and all that, and people thought that was cool when Ply said that. But I remember back in the day, I would be around people who had bread and was plugs or whatever, and they would say, you know, if it cost me that to get that person out of my life or out of my circle,
so be it.
So be it.
So be it.
I'd rather that little piece that they thought, like you said before on here, was so big to get them out of my life. It's worth the fee. Charge it to the gang. I don't even chalk it up as a loss. It's a thank you, because because it could have been something more or worse. Now what they had going on is pretty big, but in some circumstances you got to look at it like that with logic and not emotion, and say, you know what, they ran off with $500.
Not
you know
even.
What? No, I'm just saying, like, a person ran off with 500, and not even, they ran off with $150. You know what, bro? If it costs me $150 to know not to do business with this person ever again, thank you. And moving forward, to make sure because it's my business, my brand, my name, my livelihood, before I do any business with anybody else moving forward, or before I let anybody into my circle moving forward, I make sure I dot my I's and cross my T's. You know what I'm saying? To the fullest.
Now, my folks said, I said, bro, how you gonna handle it? He said, man, I'm gonna let it go. He said, I ain't gonna. Pretty much what you just said in the short, but he said, man, I'm gonna let him have it. I'm just gonna stay away from him. But it's been multiple times where he had to deal with little situations like that, and I'm like, bro, you too nice with it, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it with you, bro. I didn't put too much blood, sweat, and tears into it to let somebody else come and destroy what I done built. So that disrespect will not be tolerated.
Yeah,
I guess that's
and I think
business.
and I think, no, for real, and I think that audacity equals disrespect. Long story short, is what we're saying. When people have the audacity to have you messed up, it's really a form of disrespect. It's just another way of saying
disrespectful behavior.
Yeah, and it don't matter where it comes from, why it came, how it came, and usually a lot of times it has something to do in some kind of way with money or some type of practice, business, or whatever that relationship may be. But at the end of the day, you know, it's a form of disrespect and it can't be tolerated. And you got to really keep your circle small. And whenever you come across people who have any level of disrespect, remove them, or remove yourself, whichever works easier and works best for you.